Hello there, guys. We are here with Sitaux, and he's going to talk a bit about the map Cross. This map was used on Hidden Cup, and Sitaux picked it as one of his own maps. Hello, Sitaux. Thank you for joining
Hey.
for joining us. Before we go into the map, could you please talk a bit about yourself as a player?
Okay, so I'm Sitaux. I've been playing for like 6 years. I started on Vubli, and now I'm playing competitively. And I'm 21 years old, if you wonder.
Could you give us a little bit of an idea of what the map Cross is and the strategies that usually come with it?
Okay, so Cross is a map with 4 lakes on with a lake on each corner. So it's a 4 lake map. So you have a lot of food from the fish. So it's an open map, but with a lot of food. So you want to play aggressives. That's a really interesting map. You want to play for water and also play for the land. So you have a lot of decision taking involved, and yeah, that's really interesting.
Okay, so you said it's a really aggressive map. What do you think that the lower elo players should focus on while playing it?
The easier way to play it is to play more cavalry units instead of archers, because you have food from the fish. Also, cavalry is way easier to play. You don't have that much micro. And yeah, keep focus on making knights or camels, and not add DCs too early. Like try to get map control, and if you have the lakes, you can just spam knights and win with one TC only.
So, given that is the main strategy for this map, what kind of civilizations would you recommend to play in this?
I think Persian is the best civ for beginners because you have camels, which is really important. But you can also play Malian, which is really similar to Persian. You can play Lithuanian. I think that's the best 3 civilizations to play across, the way I said. Also, Berber is really good. But for higher rated players, civs like Malay, Japanese, even are really good too.
But Malay Japanese aren't cav civs. What would be the strategy that those players would go for if they go for those civs?
You can also open Madatam, so if you are confident enough to defend with no army, you can go for a kill on the opponent's pound and go for a sneak dock and try to kill his fish. That's why these civs are really good, because with melee you get a faster uptime, so you can start making fire ship earlier than your opponent. With bees you have better fire ship, and with Japanese you are really strong on water, of course. So yeah, that's 3 really strong civs as well.
Okay. And so imagine you said that the most controlling kind of play is the cav play. Having that in mind, what do you think that would be a possible counter civ to Persians, to Malians, to Lithuanians? Do you think would be a nice idea of a strategy here?
Byzantine could be really good to counter them, because you have cheap camels, which are really good versus any cavalry unit, and also Byzantine is really solid if you have to defend on water, for example. Even if you're a beginner, I would like to have Byzantine and just play defensively and spam camels in Castle Age.
Given the civilizations, etc., what do you think that should be the build orders that our players should try to focus on while learning something for this map?
Okay, so the best build order, in my opinion, is to just go for scouts opening, and then slowly try to control the pounds. Like you start with only 1 pound, and then you make barracks stable, and then you try to do other docks on other pounds and just control them. So yeah, you open scouts, and once in feudal age you start mining gold already in case you need to make fire ship, and also to make fire ship on other pounds if you are fighting for it. But yeah, just open scouts and play Arabia-like, but with fishing ship. Don't try to do anything crazy, because it's a different map. I think the best way to play any map is to play the closest possible to Arabia, because that's what we know the best, right?
Yes, that's true. So we kind of like to have a troll approach for each map. For example, on the cross map, I will always remember the Hidden Cup 3 madness that was with MBL and with Rubenstock, where they were just douching the opponents.
Oh yeah.
And that since I'm really a big fan of Rubenstock, I would probably do it. but you're
Okay.
probably a better player than me, and you know how the meta is evolving, etc. What would be your troll approach for this map?
My troll approach would be to go for a villager rush early game because the opponent will have a lot of village on wood, making a dock. So he really relies on making fishing ships. So if you deny the wood, like try to wall the lumber camp and stuff like that, you can be really annoying on this kind of map.
Okay. Thank you a lot, Sitaux.
No
Oh
problem.
well. See you next time, guys.